me, I'm Tom Poser, the Vice Captain of Melbourne High School. Now, we would have sent the captain today, but he was occupied doing something worthwhile, so I was given the very dubious honour of speaking at this occasion. I'm actually quite excited because this is the first time I've ever visited Sydney. Naturally, I did a bit of reading on the place and its best-loved cultural icons like Ivan Milat, the Chick Chick Boom Girl, and John Howard's eyebrows. And I also looked at the biggest newspaper in Sydney, the Daily Telegraph, for some inside scoops about Sydney life. And so I looked in the Sydney life section and found that its top 3 stories for the day were Wellington Airport disrupted by fog, Teenland's porn star formal date, and cops hunt for pantyhose perv. Upon closer inspection, I can only surmise that Sydney-siders are interested in fog, high school formals and pantyhose. But there are some parts of Sydney that I do begrudgingly love. That bridge, Opera House, the hotbeds of racial tolerance like Cronulla and Maroubra. And I also like that to back up your claim of being Australia's foremost cultural hub, you are hosting the first Australian version of Jersey Shore. Stay classy, Sydney. Not feeling very inspired by these amazing discoveries, I visited the one reliable source left on the internet, Wikipedia. My good friends there told me that Sydney hosts major international sporting events like the Sydney to Hobart boat race, which is the Boxing Day's 3rd most important event behind the Boxing Day Test and the Sales. And you've got to admit that the Sydney Hobart has already tilted in Sydney's odds, being a competition with a third world country of 500,000 cousins. Yet I stand here warning you, Sydney-siders, this event is in grave danger of closure. From local Sydney-sider Tony Abbott, who has an avowed intention to stop the boats. This is living proof that even Sydney-siders hate Sydney's one sporting event. And there is a more sinister side to this. You might think it's a thinly veiled reference to all illegal immigrants, but it is in fact an initiative to stop more people from visiting Sydney. Melbourne, on the other hand, a great city, hosts the Grand Prix, the Australian Open, the race that stops the nation, and is the birthplace of AFL and world cricket. Melbourne also has a proud history of hosting the Olympics 44 years before Sydney, and the Commonwealth Games. Sydney, on the other hand, is home of Monster Truck Australia. So I ask you, are we overcompensating a little for something, Sydney? Now, upon my research of the internet, I found something else interesting, and that is it's your school's centenary this year. So I thought I might reflect on your school's history and let you know some of the things you may not have known about those that went before you in these hallowed asbestos-ridden halls. Raymond Hoser, an internationally recognised frog expert. Graham Keating, 5 times world champion town crier. Rolf Smiled, who was worthy of being your school captain in 1947 and a member of the Australian team that gained 3rd place at the World Bridge Championships. And perhaps this is my favourite, Dr. Thomas Kalmer, who is a world-renowned expert in experimental yodeling. Being a centenary year, I thought perhaps I could offer you some advice on behalf of MHS about how to run a centenary, seeing as we did it several years ago now. So, first thing that you need is a motto. Now, my suggestion here, based on your illustrious old boys, would be NSBHS, still 100 years behind MHS, or perhaps if you were feeling particularly adventurous, NSBHS, 100-year moratorium on social evolution. Second thing you need...
I might have been a bit about that.
So the second thing you need is something your school has done that's actually worthy of celebrating and recognising. I dug long and hard for this, and I eventually did find something. Last year you beat North Sydney girls in the HSC, the first time in living memory. And the final thing, perhaps, the final ingredient for a successful centenary is that you need students who can reflect an ethos that isn't the product of a legacy left by yodelers, throg enthusiasts and professional gamblers. If I may quote our principal, Mr. Jeremy Ludowick, on what he might say on what makes a top academic student, they are typical MHS boys, those who demonstrate the quintessential qualities, values and beliefs, which when combined constitute the ethos, not beliefs per se, but the spirit of the educational institution for gentlemen of high school age. For those of you who have literacy trouble, alright, who am I kidding? Those of you in NSBHS, this translates roughly to the usual MHS boys who have mad swag right. As you can see in the spirit of the exchange, I did brush up on the New South Wales dialect of the English language. The other thing that intrigued me about your school was your mascot, this mysterious falcon. You like to suggest that the falcon is some sort of superior, mystical being, and yet, according to Wikipedia, the falcon is the third sissiest bird of all time, only slightly ahead of the kiwi and the dodo. Furthermore, Wikipedia says the falcon sucks at all sports, all games, and basically everything, and is of the extremely jealous type, especially of far hornier creatures, including but not limited to rhinos, unicorns, and girls from North Sydney Girls High School. The final thing that I found on Wikipedia was a message telling me that my account has been banned from editing any pages. Now, also according to Wikipedia, the falcon is one of the fastest animals on Earth, capable of travelling at speeds of over 360 kilometres an hour. Now, clearly, someone from NSBHS has faked this, because if this were true, then why do you get hammered in athletics every year? Of course, upon speaking to some of the friendlier ladies at your sister school, I did in fact find out that you were pretty quick to finish in many ways. So maybe the falcon does actually suit you after all. The falcon is also supposedly in possession of exceptional powers of eyesight. Now, this also seems quite bizarre to me, considering your confidence that you foresaw a hat-trick in the Crawford Shield for 2011. Only to be dealt a comprehensive shellacking at the hands of our MHS teams. Gentlemen, I feel obliged to at least pretend to make some serious points. To the MHS team, make sure you enjoy this incredible exchange program and be respectful and appreciative towards your hosts. Most importantly, remember that the best gift you could possibly give them is the sweet taste of second place. To the boys of NSBHS, thank you for your hospitality and kindness over the past few days. From all reports, it's been a great start to the exchange, and so thank you for showing us your city. We look forward to the competition, and as always, it promises to be a close one. Best of luck to you, and let's hope you can maintain the solid second place you achieved last year. And just to finish off, I'd like to welcome the mascot of Melbourne High, the mighty Duke, the Unicorn.